This year has been an extreme travel year. I have visited more than 40 countries around the world and we are in the middle of October. Traveled Latin America, went solo over several months without taking any flights through West Africa. Many new countries and many I have visited before. I just spent 10 days traveling around Indonesia for the very first time. Can you imagine that Indonesia was my country number 125? How come I haven't visited this beautiful country before, right? These are the 5 things I absolutely love about Indonesia. 1. The people. One of the biggest reasons why I love Indonesia is because they have such friendly locals. The locals are genuine without wanting something in return. You feel welcome wherever you go, even if you go to Bali where it can be overcrowded with tourists, still friendly locals. Or you go to Flores Islands or just walk around the polluted but interesting capital Jakarta. Even though it's said to be the most polluted city in the world, the people here totally makes up for the bad air. My Danish friend THOR will agree, who I explored Jakarta with. He will soon be the first person to visit every single country in the world without flying. THOR is a nice fellow too, but the Indonesian people are just amazingly friendly. No offense buddy, he can take it, don't worry. Wildlife. The wildlife is on another level in Indonesia. Tigers, elephants, rhinos, orangutans and the deadly Komodo dragon, which can only be found on a few Indonesian islands in the world. There are only around 5,000 Komodo dragons left worldwide. Physical features of a dinosaur, a deadly lethal venom, and this beast can grow up to nearly 4 meters with a top speed of 20 kilometers per hour. One of the craziest animals I've ever been close to, and it doesn't back down from anything. Nature. The nature in Indonesia is spectacular and so are the views. Indonesia has more than 17,500 islands, of which about 6,000 are inhabited, so there are plenty of adventures to take here. Bali, Flores, Lombok and Komodo Islands, you might have heard about these. Pada Island was also memorable to me because of the breathtaking sights. The nature in Indonesia is simply breathtaking, always a new place to go. 4. Relaxed Muslim country. I'm a big fan of traveling around Muslim countries and I also really like Indonesia and how relaxed it is. Islam is the biggest religion in Indonesia with more than 85% of the Indonesian population being Muslim. In fact, Indonesia has the largest Muslim population in the world with approximately 225 million people. Indonesia is a very relaxed Muslim country and as long as you don't do totally stupid stuff, it's a very open-minded place to be. Not super strict and I kind of like that. 5. Cheap prices. Whether it's buying a $1 dragon fruit in a market in Bali, renting a $5 scooter for a whole day in Nusa Penida Island, or shopping in Jakarta, prices are relatively cheap in Indonesia. Affordable destination with good value for your money. It's cheap to take domestic flights, to take a taxi, to jump on motorbikes, eat food, accommodation and much more. Remember to download Grab, which is the perfect transportation app for all over Indonesia. You'll quickly understand what I mean by saying that Indonesia offers good value for the money you pay. Indonesia, thank you for this time. I think I found myself a new family here. And this is for sure a country I know I will be back in again sooner or later. My 125th country is a beautiful one.